Did I get it working? I think I'm live. It's taking a bit of time today. I'm not sure what's going on. Am I live? Hey, there you are. Hey, I am. How good is that? Hey, guys, exciting. If this is your, your first time experiencing me, I'm very excited to have you on my channel. Please subscribe if you like the message here and what we do. We download inspirational content to help people become conscious creators. And yeah, please share it out. We do want to impact as many people as possible. So today I want to start off with, the beautiful quote that a lot of us have heard from Theodore Roosevelt, the man in the arena. It's a very important thing, because so many of us, as we're creating or as we're wanting to impact more or take on a new avenue in life, we're met with criticism. So here it is, the man in the arena. It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man's or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man or woman who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, who spends himself or herself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph by achievement, and at worst, if they fail, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who never know victory nor defeat. And this is such an important message today. It's obviously Theodore Roosevelt. It's his quote. But in the last 24 hours, it's been interesting. I had about 5 different people decide to be critical of me, of my message, of what I'm up to, of how I'm showing up and what I'm doing. It's so interesting, because whatever it is that you choose to do, whatever it is that you choose to go out there and achieve, there's going to be a group of people who go, you know what, that's cool, I like it, I'm in. And then there's going to be a group of people that decide to stand on the sidelines and be critical. And the truth is they're really just jealous supporters. A lot of times they would be wanting to do what you're doing, but they're not. They're sitting there and they're doing it. So here's some advice I have for you. First off, if you're in your work, or if you're in what you're doing because you want to get praise, you want to get people to clap you, and you want big praise. If you're in it for praise, you're going to be very disappointed. I mean, very disappointed. Sure, you're going to get praise, but a lot of times you're going to get a lot of people who, don't like what you're saying. And so sometimes I hear someone's goals and I go, oh, wow, they're not actually in it for the goal. They're in it for recognition or praise. And so if you know that's true for you, then what you got to realize is you got to recognize and praise yourself now. You got to do what's true for you now, because a lot of the people that see what you're up to, know what you're doing, they won't praise you. In fact, they will say all sorts of things. I had someone recently, take a photo of one of my videos and, write biggest liar ever on the internet and all sorts of things. So if you're in it for praise, you're going to be very, 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 disappointed. The second thing is to understand that you got to go for your truth. And that's just true. And it doesn't make you better. It doesn't make you worse. You just got to stand for what you believe is true. I think a lot of times we can get ourselves, worried what other people are saying, because, we aren't just standing in our truth. We're saying something, maybe to get paid money, or to look a certain way, or what have you. But the truth is, if you stand in your truth, then it's all good. It doesn't really matter what someone on the sideline thinks about you, someone out there and, on your email list or on your Facebook or below this. It doesn't matter, because you're in your truth. You see, one thing I had to learn, going and building a database and building a following, and is to really understand that it's not me they're being critical of. It's not me. And so every time I get some criticism or some judgment, what I got to realize is it's not me. There's just something that I am doing that is showing up in them that's causing them to be critical of it. They're not allowed to accept that. They're not allowed to be like that themselves. And so I always take whatever they're writing as a reflection of where they're at. Not right, not wrong, just them. And so I appreciate it. I say thank you. I always call it advice whenever I get criticism. I say, hey guys, good to see so many of you commenting. Thanks for commenting, and give me a thumbs up if you're enjoying the content. And please do share this out, and even share your criticism. It's all fine, or your constructive feedback, if you want to put it that way. Here's the truth: is if you're going to create your impact on the world, if you're going to put your mark, if you're going to be you to the full, there's going to be a lot of people that disagree. And if you are worried about what everyone else thinks, then the world doesn't get to see you. And it is one of those things that a lot of us say, I want to be a speaker, or I want to be a coach, or I want to have a YouTube channel, or I want to have a business, or I want to start a charity. And a lot of us at the beginning start out because we want the recognition and praise. And I think that out of everything, that was the thing that I had to let go of. Thinking, well, when I create something, everyone's going to say, Chris, you're awesome, and I'm going to do good work, and I'm going to help heaps of people, and someone's going to clap me. Once I realized that most of the time, your work, especially as a leader, goes unpraised, right? I'll do a team meeting. We've got about 25-ish staff at the moment, and I'll be praising them. I'll be talking about how great they're doing and everything else. But if you want to be a leader, you must drop this notion or this idea that by doing that, the world is going to praise or love you any more than you can have right now. Because out of everything, I think that's what causes the upset of the criticism. Because if it was just the criticism, it's just some random person, saying something negative. In itself, it's very trivial and very small. However, if the goal was that you were doing this to get the love and recognition and support, then when the criticism comes, it hurts, because it's taking away the true goal. So this is my advice. My advice is, whenever you're going to start out, is do it for the journey. Do it for the work. Do it for your truth. Do it because you have to. Do it because you believe in it. Don't do it because it's going to fill up your recognition cup or your praise cup, or that you're going to get more love from the world, or the world's going to respect you more. It's just, that is a setup that will never, ever be fulfilled. And so when you're on your path, I want you to expect that as you start moving, as you start getting out there into the world, I want you to expect it. I want you to expect, when you have a clear message and a clear vision, and you show up big and bold, you're going to show people aspects of themselves that they want to be, but then you're going to also show people aspects of themselves that they don't allow them to be. You're going to have a message, and maybe you get it wrong, and maybe someone else is right, but you go on your message, you go for it. It is a complete impossibility that the world is all going to say, you know what, you're awesome. So you got to go for what you think is true. You've got to enjoy the journey. You got to love your message and go for it. Here's what I know is true, is that success is structural, not personal. I know there's a structure for everything. I'm so passionate about teaching that. I know for sure the personal development world is broken, and it creates the identity of problem solving. I know for sure there's a field that we can tap into. Neuroplasticity is real, that we're all powerful creators. I know this for sure. And that's what I'm going to stand for. And that's what I'm going to get out there. I'm going to bring this work to the world. I mean, 800,000 people viewing our video in the last 3 months thinks it's a pretty good thing. The thousands of people on our sessions each week, they know it's a good thing, and I know. And so this is my message to you, is that Criticism should not affect you unless your goal is to have everyone love you, to have everyone praise you, to be seen, to be big. If you're just doing it, criticism is water off a duck's back. Have an amazing day. Have an awesomely productive session. Those of you who are going to be on in an hour and a half on our live call. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Share this video. I do a 10-minute video most days, and I hope that it really lands. I'll be talking to you in a second, Cara, and about 5 minutes. Have an amazing day, everybody. Please subscribe, share this video, be magnetic. Bye for now.